The corruption scandal at the European Parliament deepened this week as officials said they would seek to lift the immunity of two more lawmakers accused of taking bribes from the Persian Gulf state of Qatar. As the reports, the investigation could impact economic ties between Europe and Qatar, a key supplier of energy.
Italian member of the European Parliament, Andrea Cozzolino, and his Belgian colleague, Mark Tarabella, are the latest European lawmakers caught in a corruption scandal that has rocked Brussels. Both men deny any wrongdoing. Following a year-long investigation, Belgian police last month raided offices and homes linked to current and former MEPs. They discovered around $1.6 million worth of cash. 150,000 euros, about 158,000 US dollars, were discovered in the home of Greek European Parliament Vice President Eva Kaili, December 9th. She is accused of taking bribes from the Persian Gulf state of Qatar.
The purpose of the bribery was to favor this Gulf country in the economic, financial, and political decisions of the European Parliament.
The European Parliament voted to strip Kaili of her role as Vice President December 13th. In November, before the police operation, she spoke in favour of Qatar to European lawmakers, accusing critics of hypocrisy.
They committed to a vision by choice and they opened to the world. Still some here are calling to discriminate them. They bully them and they accuse everyone that talks to them or engages of corruption. But still, they take their gas.
Kaili's partner, a European Parliament assistant, and two others are also accused of taking Qatari money. They all deny the accusations. Some EU lawmakers are calling for recent policy on Qatar to be re-examined, including a vote to liberalise visas for Qatari citizens.
Apparently, they try to exert influence on decision-making regarding this legislation. This legislation has already been passed. It has been suspended now.
Qatar denies trying to bribe EU officials. It has warned that relations with Europe are at risk. Germany and Belgium are among European nations to have signed deals to buy Qatari liquefied natural gas as the bloc tries to wean itself off Russian energy in the wake of Moscow's invasion of Ukraine.
Qatar, with its developed infrastructure, in its relative proximity to Europe, will be an important player and will be ever more important for overall gas imports to Europe.
Qatar was also angered by European criticism of its human rights and equality laws during last month's Football World Cup in the Gulf state.
And it also affected, I think, some rather deeply rooted issues related to culture and religion, which should better not be blended with the World Cup or other political issues. But I think the bilateral relations can overcome this period because it's in both interests to cooperate.
The President of the European Parliament has warned that the criminal proceedings are damaging trust in the EU and everything it stands for. Henry Ridgewell for VOA News, London.